call me crazy because I'm facing all the giants. They try to scare me into thinking I can fight it. They tell me I should never even think of trying. But that's just me, I'm gonna live out in defiance.
Hey, what's up guys? Big Jason. Today we are talking about your email deliverability death sentence. So what are we talking about here? So you definitely might need to pull your head out. There's been a lot of talk about email domain warming services using artificial intelligence. Okay. Let me adjust something here. Okay. So you may have seen some people recommend this really cool deliverability hack where you're using these SaaS services where they're basically using artificial intelligence to mimic human behavior, and they're opening, they're reading, they're moving your emails, they're taking them out of spam, moving them from folder to folder, and they all claim that they have the greatest AI and that they're not detectable, but that's bullshit. Okay, I'm telling you it's bullshit. They all leave fingerprints. And I asked one of my people that I know that's been doing deliverability for over 22 years, was head of deliverability for one of the biggest and most well-known email service providers or autoresponder services there's ever been. No, I'm not talking about like ActiveCampaign or Aweber, Entrepreneur. Those are maybe mid-tier providers. They're not even close to where this guy was working. So, and I want you to notice something that you see up here. The ISPs all tell us, okay? This is not secondhand information. This is not from a blog. This is directly from the ISPs. They do not like this, specifically the email warming artificial intelligence, and consider this kind of thing to be against their terms of service. Okay? So you may have seen that the Gmail promo tab scammers got caught stuffing hidden texts in Gmail. Again, look, I'm not saying I've not done this, but I've never done this with a client's primary sending domain, because I always thought there might be a possibility, but it wasn't until recently that I got it confirmed that yes, this is not the greatest idea. You might be saying, well, I know blah, 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 and they haven't got caught. Well, great for them. You can, I'm sure they'll be happy to console you if you happen to get the email deliverability death sentence. Okay? They haven't got caught until they do. So this is just, beware. You got to do the risk assessment, and is it really worth it? Because think about it. The majority, if not all of these email warming SaaS programs, they're all based on cold email. Their reputation metrics are all based on this violation of Gmail and other Yahoo, Hotmail, blah, blah, blah services. It's not based on your primary sending domain and that IP or any of that sending practice from your email service provider. So is it really helping you from your main sending domain anyways? Now, again, I use like 5 of these services, but none of my clients' primary sending domains, okay? All right. So this is exactly what I said. Could it end up with almost an email death penalty with regard to your IP or domain reputation? So what exactly does that mean? So no matter what you do to improve engagement, Gmail never puts your email in the inbox. That's, for example, like I was told that they will actually contact, Gmail, Hotmail, whatever, and they'll say, screw you, we don't like your client, forget it. Or they'll ghost them. They don't want to talk about because you're an a-hole violating their terms of service. So again, just buyer beware, just so you know, so you have all the facts.
Emotional damage.
This is not fun to think about, especially if you're a business owner, because as you know, there's a lot of Gmail promo trap scammers that have been doing illegal things like stuffing hidden tags and doing all kinds of crap, leaving signatures. So if I were you as a business owner, I would actually put it in the terms that, something like the contractor agrees to not participate in any manipulation of email deliverability on behalf of company without prior consent. And then you can list some things like using email warming services, manipulating Gmail to place promotional messages in the primary tab, stuff like that, especially when you don't even need to do that. So there you have it. Okay. Just buyer beware. If you're using these email warming AI services, if you're using it on your primary sending domain, there's a chance that you could get an email deliverability death sentence. And again, is it really affecting your primary sending domain from like ActiveCampaign, Aweber, Entreport, whatever, anyways? Or is it really just helping you with, say, like trying to re-engage inactive subscribers from a different domain? So you got to think about that. So hope you found that valuable. If you have any questions, post them below. I'm going to be updating my Email Inbox Warrior course later this week. So if you want to get in on that, a special price, send me a private message. It's going to have expert interviews with like my inside source who told me about this violation of terms of service using email warming IPs. Another guy that's been doing deliverability for over 25 years, plus case studies, real world case studies for me, because guys, there's an art and science to deliverability. Some of it's intangible, but I'm going to be sharing some tangible and intangible results that I've gotten with clients, because again, deliverability experts are great, but sometimes there's general best practices that, depending on if you're using paid traffic, if you're trying to get a return on ad spend, I see email marketers just doing all kinds of crazy stuff just because it sounds good when they're killing sales. So I've done a lot of testing on finding the right segmentation, engaged versus unengaged, opt-in, strategies, all kinds of stuff. So let me know if you have any questions. Send me a private message if you want to get in on Email Inbox Warrior, and I will talk to you next time.